May 2nd and 3rd, Tuesday and Wednesday, the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Libra. What that describes is a Venusian personality who loves love. Now, the fact that Mercury's going retrograde, whoa, is a small detail. Doesn't interrupt love. When the Mercury's retrograde, how many of you are feeling it right about now? Something went off, the computer broke, your flight was delayed, you found yourself not able to find the right words, things are breaking. It happens all the time. And I used to pretend, said the astrologer, that it didn't really matter. Well, it does matter. Here's the good news. The moon's in Libra, adding a little bit of peacefulness and air. The moon is trining Pluto in Aquarius. Right when the moon's at early degree, right at the beginning of the second, there's this beautiful trine between the moon and Libra, having this sweet energy of love, and Pluto and Aquarius going, talk about it, be in relationship, communicate, and Taurus going, do we have to talk? You know, people say Taurus don't talk. It's not entirely true, especially when Mercury is so close to Uranus. So can I just speak to this for a moment while the moon's in Libra to give you a little relationship? Uranus, the sun, and Mercury are all in Taurus. So there's a called stellium, 3 planets in Taurus. And what that describes is a very unusual time. It only happens once a year. So if you think of the sun, every day moves 1 degree around the sky. And we know based on your birth date what degree the sun will be at. And on this day, the sun, which is at 12 degrees of Taurus, Uranus is at 18 degrees of Taurus. In 6 days, moving 1 degree a day, they're going to be conjunct. So for the next 8 days, and then probably 5 days after, say 2 weeks, we have Uranus conjunct the sun. If a baby were born with Uranus conjunct the sun, you would know, even though she's a Taurus or he's a Taurus, and today's got the sweet little Libra energy, there's a rebel waiting to happen. Because any one of you out there that have Uranus the same degree or within 10 degrees of the sun, we know that there's a rebel in you. There's a part of your personality, because Uranus was found at the French Revolution when it talked about breaking all the rules. I always love the image of this boat coming across to America that's from England. And when it gets here, they say, no, we're not paying the queen. And they throw the tea off the boat and they say, we're just going to have a rebellion. That's the flavor of Uranus on the sun. A personality type, even though they're Taurian and they're grounded and they're stable and they love ritual, they can't follow. So the moon in Libra, so we've got Taurus with Mercury and Uranus, and we've got the moon in Libra saying, can we just be nice about that? You can be a rebel, just talk about it. That's that trine between Pluto and the moon. It facilitates the communication device that's in your head. Some people have a hard time talking. That would be Tauruses. Some people have an easy time talking. That would be Libra. So it's a great time to pay attention during these couple of days, Tuesday and Wednesday, to let the Taurian energy, that's a stellium, 3 of those, affect the sweetness of your Libra, and just notice, do you have the gift of the gab? So I want to announce to you, there's energy building to a full moon lunar eclipse on May 5th. So if I were you and I knew the moon was in Libra and I was having this opportunity to think about change, because Uranus is inviting that, you might think about if there was something in your world you could use that May 5th date to change. Like, I'm going to go on a diet, or I'm going to start exercising, or I'm going to break up with that person, or I'm making a decision that I'm not going to fill in the blank. That's the function of a full moon when the sun and moon are opposite, with an eclipse creating a really significant marker. So I just want to say, while the moon's in Libra, start thinking about that Uranian Mercury Sun conjunction. What can I do to rebel, to change? And this is the gift of doing these videos, paying attention to the energy and then you preparing. So be aware that in 3 days, we are going towards a full moon and an eclipse. The energy is building. Today with the moon in Libra, it's a little sweeter. See if you can feel the sweetness and start thinking, what would you like to change? Astrology Answers wanted me to ask you that. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about the 4 elements, my favorite topic, what your missing element is, and figure out how to get more balance in your life, just click the link in the description to grab your copy of my book, The Missing Element, today.